Unit 5,
Track 36.
Part 2.
Here's Eric in Manchester. Hello, Eric.
Hello, Mike. I'd just like to comment on what Kelly said about the tabloids. She's absolutely right, of course. The way I see it, it's all about money. It's pure greed. They use celebrity gossip just to sell more copies. You have to admit that most people are not interested in being informed. They just want to be entertained. The newspapers have reporters and paparazzi working 24/7, just following famous people around taking photos and looking for scandal. Or they pay people, friends or employees, to tell their stories. It goes without saying that the stories are usually exaggerated, or they only tell one side of it. And the newspapers pay them thousands of pounds. It's all wrong. The government should control the newspapers more. It's wrong to exploit other people's lives and pretend it's news.
Thanks, Eric. I'm sure Kelly and a lot of other famous people are out there applauding you now. OK, our next caller is Wendy, a housewife from Norwich. Are you there, Wendy?
Yes, Mike, I am. I was very pleased to hear Kelly blaming the TV. She's a role model for young people, and hopefully people will listen to her. And you can't deny that she's absolutely right. We need more control. There's supposed to be an 8 or 9 o'clock watershed for films and programmes that are not suitable for young teenagers. But of course, it's not late enough, is it? You have to realise that many children are still up at that time, and they can't help but see scenes of violence and so on. Parents are supposed to control what their children watch, but that might not necessarily be the case in many homes. To be frank, parents can't constantly screen what their children watch. When they're very young, yes, but when they're older, they have TVs in their rooms and goodness knows what they watch, or what time they turn it off. Of course, I don't allow my children to have a TV in their bedroom, but the truth is there are many that do.
Thank you, Wendy, on behalf of many parents out there, I'm sure. And our next caller is from Scotland. Hello, Stuart in Edinburgh.
Hello there, Mike. As far as I can see from what Tommy and James said, there's a lot wrong with film ratings these days. And I read somewhere the other day that many filmmakers make small cuts to their films just to get the 12A rating. Apparently it's the most lucrative for them. So again, it's all about money. I really don't see the point of having ratings for so many different age groups. My sister wanted to see Mission Impossible 3 the other day, but it was a 12A film, and she's only 11. In the end, my mum had to go with her. My sister enjoyed it, but I don't think Mum did. I wanted to take her, but I'm only 17, so I couldn't. Anyway, I think she'd have been okay on her own. Even my mum said that. So, like the people in Tommy's survey, I think all films should be free for everybody once they're 16. You have to bear in mind that to learn responsibility, we need more freedom, not less. How can we learn if we're forbidden to see and do so many things?
A good question, Stuart. Thank you very much. Finally, here's Sam from Liverpool. Hello, Sam.
Hello, Mike. Kelly made an interesting point when she said that when you ban something, it can make it more attractive. The thing is, I read an article the other day that bears some relevance to that. It was about the sales of pirate DVDs in China. Apparently, sales are rocketing because there's quite a lot of government control of the internet and stuff, and lots of Western films are banned. So people are buying pirate copies in their millions. It might not necessarily be good, but people get to have more freedom to see what they want to see. Though, on the other hand, you could argue that they only buy pirate movies because they were banned in the first place. Ironic, isn't it? It throws a whole different light on things. I suppose we're lucky we can watch what we want more or less whenever we want to.